Using locating instruments boils down to two things: assessing the current level along the target line and assessing the target line's magnetic field shape. But good current levels and round fields do not guarantee that the line being traced is the target line. The locating instrument is not capable of identifying the line. Only the user of the locating instrument can confirm that the line being traced is the target line. This determination is made by following the trace to a logical and visual endpoint.
If I think I'm locating a water pipe, does this machine tell me, like, does it fade to blue and say water? How can I, sort of digging it up, what's the best indicator that what I'm locating is indeed what I want to locate? Depth is a means of determining signal shape. Sorry. Go to a visual or logical endpoint. If I think I'm locating water, now yes, Steve. If I think I'm locating water and I walk into a green box, that's probably an indication that I'm not on water. But if I walk to a hydrant's over here and there's a valve a foot off of my path, boy, this is lining up. In other words, a visual or a logical clue that, an above ground thing that says, hey, I'm on water. All locating is establishing current, determining round or not round, and if it's round, the last step is to follow your trace to a visual or logical endpoint.
Verification of locate results is easily performed by moving the transmitter to a location not used during the original locate. Using the transmitter inductively at a location along the just marked line, away from splices or line leg grounding points, is a particularly effective line verification method. Good locating is not about blindly following procedures. Good locating is all about analyzing results, determining levels of current, checking field shape, and tracing the line to a visual or logical endpoint. When locating results are good, it really doesn't matter how the transmitter was used to get those good results. But when locating results are not good, only a change at the transmitter can produce good results. Even then, not all lines can be accurately located. What's important is that operators know that every tool was used. It's only proper to end Locating Unlimited with the words of Earl Peterman, the man who conceived of the first modern pipe and cable locating instrument.
It was Hertz who started the whole thing, and Heinrich Hertz was the one who stood on one side of the room with a transmitter. It was a big single coil of wire, and on the other side of the room, why, he's drawing sparks from something that has no connection with the original transmitting coil. That was the beginning of radio. It was called wireless, and it was called radio, and he recognized as a physicist what was going on, and he knew that this was the magnetic field principally that was involved, the very same magnetic field that is the basis for every single detector that we've talked about today, or that has ever worked. We don't want the electric field. The electric field will go away anyway when you put earth over it. We want the magnetic field, which has a very precise pattern if in fact you're talking about one conductor and nothing else but soil around it. And it's that pattern that gives us the basis for looking at that field and deciding how far away it is, how strong it is, all of those things, and when we are right over the conductor. The use of multiple antennas to see these circles of magnetic field from different perspectives is not going to stop. It's going to move on. The computer programming is going to become more and more a part of the picture. Because once you see things from a number of different standpoints, you can do lots of things. It's only a question of what do you want it to do, how much are you willing to pay for it, and how often will those applications come up. Do I want something complicated? Do I want something relatively simple, relatively inflexible, or what? See? So there is no one single answer to questions like that.
And there is no one single answer for what constitutes a properly trained locator. One thing is for sure, there's always more to learn about locating. And since there is, there'll be more Locating Unlimited.